Welcome to Text That Sell. My name is Chad Rickabaugh, founder of RevText, and we study SMS campaigns. Yes, I'm subscribed to hundreds of SMS feeds, including beauty brands like Laura Geller, so that I can study the copywriting. I can see their frequency, when they send them, how was the campaign sent, what was their welcome flow. Today, we're going to break down Laura Geller, and I want to focus on a couple things in this video about the frequency. Laura Geller is a very popular female lady brand, and they sell some amazing cosmetics. My wife can vouch for this. I've never used them, but women-based brands, if you've been married at least 1 year, I've been married 16 years, I know that my wife loves a sale. She won't pay full price for anything, and I suspect that most women are like her. So you can go shopping in any mall and see that everything is discounted because retailers know the psychology of women, and we're going to dive into that now. So I joined via their website. They had an opt-in form, and I've got this double opt-in. Double opt-ins are a great way to verify that your audience is real, that your audience is indeed wanting to hear from you. This brand, I suspect, has a very strong brand loyalty as based by their frequency of the campaigns they send. So we get this auto reply with the first name. You always want to let the customer or subscriber know who is sending this text message. We also want to take into consideration iOS's AI feature that will summarize the text. That's very critical. We recommend that you send all campaigns to your phone directly and take a look at the AI snapshot of the text campaign that was sent and make sure that it meets your purpose for that message. You have successfully subscribed, text help for help, stop to stop, and message data rates, frequency may vary. I've always replied help, and I've never got anything back. We make sure that the help is set up. If you want somebody getting a reply for help, make sure that's set up. Hi, Geller Gal. I'm a guy. Shop Laura's best-selling formula is to use text 30 to save 30%. That's a significant discount. In all the campaigns we study, we've seen 20, we see 15 a lot. 30% is a lot. I'd be curious to know how the click-through rate and post-purchase results are for this discount. We'll see they also send a contact card. If you've watched any of my videos, you'll know, huge fan of the contact card. When you add a contact card to your campaign and somebody accepts it, you get the logo, you get branding, you can put your website, your social media, your address, a whole bunch of things on it, and Laura Geller knows that. So you can see here, we've got a short code, which is very expensive number to have. Those are about $1,000 to $2,000 a month to maintain. They have extremely high throughput and deliverability. They are purpose-built numbers, unlike your 10-digit long codes that we see here, also known as 10DLC. Some people will use toll-free numbers as well, but short codes, that's for your big brands. Laura Geller clearly is a big brand. They include their email and their website. One recommendation I would make, add your social media. That way they can click and they can follow, get those follower counts up. They include their address, New York, New York, which is great. We got the logo there. The name is in first name. Not that it matters. I'd put it in company name. All right, let's go on. You almost missed out. So here, add us to your contact list, enjoy 30% off. So they're doubling down. This is more of an aggressive SMS feed that I've seen, and you'll see the frequency. When did I opt in? So I opted in on Friday, April 18th. I got a follow-up on Saturday, April 19th. You're going to see a lot of frequency here. And that's why I'm doing this video. Makeup made for you and your skin today. Take 50% off of everything. So I do not suspect that this is a part of a flow, an opt-in flow. This was a campaign sent. Not sure which platform they're using because they do have a branded shortened link. I don't think it's PostScript or Attentive. Not sure. But this shortened link right here, it does help if you've got a long URL with a crazy long slug. It can shorten it and save you on character count. Character count is so crucial in SMS because it costs you money. Plus, this is not email. We want to be as concise as possible. So they're also tracking their click-through rates. Guarantee they got a platoon of marketers managing their SMS and email feed. So their click-through rates are being used for data to make better decisions, better campaigns. So this one was a double text. Interesting. Makeup made for you, take 50% off, shop now. Natural or bold. I would have broken this up much like they did here. See how easy this is to read? These are great digestible little chunks, and all it costs you is 2 characters by pressing return or enter and breaking that line up. This is great. This one, long block of text. Sadly, we know people these days, we've got attention spans of gnats. Nobody's going to read that. So either way, it's good. I don't see any urgency in this. How long is this sale good for? They hit me with another one on April 19th, which was the day, so I got 3 texts on April 19th. This is a very aggressive SMS feed. They're spending some big money on here because they know it works. Final hours, shop 50% off everything, no code needed. Okay, so I retract my prior statement. They do have a sense of urgency being driven here. Everything off before it's too late, final hours. So also note that they're sending this at 4:46 and 11. 11 is a primo time to send your campaigns. People getting on lunch, people are on their phone, weekends, it's great. We want to be very cautious of quiet hours. TCPA quiet hours do not allow you to send a text before 8 a.m. or after 9 p.m. the recipient's local time. That can get extremely crucial if you're an East Coast company like they are, and they were to send a campaign at 9 a.m. That's going to come through at 6 a.m. on the West Coast, and that can set you up for litigation, and you can be fined up to $1,500 per text sent during these quiet hours. This is not an area where you want to mess around. You can get in big trouble. And at the scale they're sending text with the short code, it could bankrupt the company. So always be cautious of the TCPA quiet hours. That was 8 a.m., nothing before 8 a.m., recipient's local time, or after 9 p.m. There are lawyers on Instagram right now that'll say, we'll get you money if you've been texted before those hours or after those hours. So be aware of your quiet hours and time zones. All right, let's keep going. Look at this. April 19th, April 20th, April 21st. Boom, boom, boom. If you think you're not texting your customers enough, or you're texting them too much by only sending 2 campaigns a month, I'm here to tell you they're sending campaigns daily. And a brand like this has data to prove. Now, granted, this is all dependent on your brand loyalty. I don't know much about Laura Geller. I don't know much about the beauty and cosmetics world, but I know that their frequency is pretty aggressive and their opt-outs are probably pretty low because they have such strong loyalty. So I want to encourage you, if you think you're spamming your customers by sending 2 campaigns a month, you're not. I recommend 3 to 4 a month, all depending on what sales, promos, new product drops you have. Let's keep going. All right, so we got some more broken up text. I love this. They're doing these 2 texts. So 1, 2, 1, 2. That is interesting. I have not seen that before. And then boom, Tuesday again, we're closing it down. 50% off ends tonight. Driving urgency. I love to see that. That's great. Daily routine, full coverage for $48. It's good. I like that they listed their price. I hope that that takes me direct to that product. On your links, if you're promoting a particular product, you want to send them to that product so that they have as few as clicks as possible. You don't want to send them to your homepage because then they got to navigate that homepage. Be very cautious of your user experience when you're sending links and make sure there's as few clicks as possible for them to make that purchase. Let's keep going. Wednesday, April 23rd. Daily. We're getting daily campaigns here. Another big sale, 40% off, no code needed. No emojis. It's okay. When you add an emoji, it does drop your character count down from 160 per SMS to 70 characters per SMS because they have to change the code at which they send it. Won't get into all those details, but you'll see that's why a lot of these companies don't send emojis. I suspect they're sending this to thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people. So they want to keep that cost down as much as possible. Here we go. We got a code right here. I want to highlight this one. I'm a little particular about your promo codes. EX25, that's good. 25 plus 40% off of everything. You want to make sure that that code stands out. I would have pressed enter or return right here. making sure that that code is there. Let's keep going. And tonight, again, boom, 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 double text, daily text. We've got a graphic here. Now, let me tell you what I like and don't like about this graphic. For pictures, we found that we've gotten better results when you make pictures a landscape view versus a portrait. It shows up better on the text. You're not going to miss anything because in the iMessage in particular, I'm not sure about Android. I don't really care. But in iOS in particular, that image is hidden. So you can see here. So we've missed this copywriting and everything up there. So early bird sale, you can see how it's kind of hidden. We recommend making that a landscape image, which helps with readability and making sure that all the content is received. Now, for your pictures with SMS, you want to keep them under 500, sometimes 600 kilobytes. We're going to go with kilobytes to make sure that it can be sent. You can't send something that's 3 megs. So if you're in Canva, which everybody is because it's amazing software, you can go to download. You want to download as a JPEG and then limit your file size. Again, can't stress enough, send that campaign to yourself. Make sure that it goes through before you press that send to all, especially with the short code. When they press that short code button, it goes all immediately. When you go a 10-digit long code, it's going to span out. It's going to take a couple hours for it to send based on your volume. All right. So you can see here with that image, they were able to keep the copywriting short. That's great. So they conveyed a lot of things in a beautiful picture. Picture's worth 1,000 words. And then boom, they're able to keep this short and sweet with a great call to action. Shop now to get the best deal. So if your promotion is long-winded and it's tough to say in just text, we recommend including a graphic. We create graphics for all of our clients to make sure that long promotions can be easily comprehended. 4 hours left. Again, driving urgency. Love to see it. 50% off now. You have until 6 p.m. They didn't say a time zone. I would have specified that, but that's okay. I'm not going to beat them up too much over that. Laura Geller, limited time, half off. You can look at this frequency. I mean, this is aggressive. The Wonder Bomb is finally back in stock. So if you've got a product that was in high demand, out of stock, let them know it's back in stock. Our Weightless Beauty Balm hydrates and enhances with subtle color and glow. Never sticky, never heavy, and always natural looking. You want to stay away from ChatGPT. People are starting to realize, oh yeah, that's ChatGPT. You're lazy, you're a bum. It's not real. AI does not have heart. They haven't done this. It's great. I'm happy about it. Plus, it's perfect for on-the-go touch-ups. They've got an image here. See how this image was shorter in height? They're able to convey everything without having to click on it, unlike that picture we saw earlier, which was a longer image. You had to click on it to see everything. So that's good. So that's Laura Geller. I hope you enjoyed this Text That Sell. My name's Chad. If you're interested in stepping up your SMS game, go to our website, RevText.io. If you're already using SMS, we'd love to host a free audit of your SMS strategy. We can give you some great value, tweak a couple things, increase your revenue, increase your click-through rates, and grow your business. Again, my name is Chad. So thank you. Thank you so much for watching this edition of Text That Sells. We'll talk soon.